It's another anniversary for the Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule since assuming office on May 29, 2019. During his inauguration, the governor had promised the people of the state industrialization, agricultural development, a boost in the internally generated revenue of the state, among others. As part of activities marking the second anniversary, the governor decides to meet with leaders and indigenes of the state through a town hall meeting in each local government. This also includes inauguration of projects executed in the last 2 years and flagging off of new projects. This the governor feel would afford him the opportunity to give account of his stewardship to the people of the state. The first point of call is total local government of the state, and the palace of Oyimego Panda is the destination. The governor is here to receive royal blessings as he commences statewide tour in the local government. After receiving royal blessings, the governor proceeds to inaugurate the automated flood early warning system in the local government. This local government had either to suffer the effect of flood disaster. This has often led to the displacement of thousands of persons and washing away of farmlands. The automated flood warning machine is expected to alert members of the community in the event of any pending flood disaster. Governor Sule wants the community to protect the projects in their interest.
It's important that I also speak with the communities who are directly around this project. It may look like a small project to you, but because it is automated, it's a very expensive project because of the amount of money we invested in it. And that is the reason why we are so particular that we should speak with you to do the best you can and protect the project. If you protect the project by the grace of God, anytime there is going to be flood, this equipment will warn the community around here that there is going to be flood. That way, we will make sure that we are going to move out our people and we won't have any serious accident as a result of that. That is the idea.
A town hall meeting is also held with members of the total community. At the town hall meeting, the people of the community bear their minds on the challenges bedeviling them as a people.
I was told you are coming. In fact, I'm just coming. If you can see the way I'm standing, I left Akwanga to come and witness this occasion. But between Nasarawa and Toto, my car broke down because of the bad roads. So we know that we are aware the contract has been awarded. Please, we are pleading. Your able leadership should be able to at least make sure that this road is done within the shortest possible time. It will really help the situation here. Number 2, please, I will speak on education. That is the ministry I belongs to. We are, in fact, I want to assure you and tell you at this point that we have not less than 20 professors from this local government. Not less than 20 professors, not to talk of those with doctorate degrees. Honestly, we want a higher institution here. This has been our cry right from Plateau State, when we were in Plateau State. You said it in the forum where I was. You said on education, you promised to leave more than what you saw at the time you are completing your tenure. I know that will be extended to our area here. We need seriously a tertiary institution.
They also endorsed the governor for his second term in office.
I want to appeal that the budget people you knew for support in total local government has doubled for the singular honor and act and how you handled the death of the late APC chairman. We want to promise you that the support you enjoyed then has been tripled, and we're giving you a 100% support come 2023.
Governor Sule assures the people of the commitment of his government to protect lives and property of indigenes of the state.
We have no other choice but to make sure that we establish a military camp inside Utu. We also establish the super camp. We also establish various other security agencies, including the Mopol squadron that we have right here in Toto. So that's the reason why security is important to you. But I want you to understand that Security is the job of every one of us. We must continue to relay useful information to the security agencies. That's the only way they can do their work. As long as we are not relating information to them, it will be very difficult for them to carry out their work. So I promise you that not just for Toto, but the entire Nasarawa state is my domain, and security is job one when it comes to Nasarawa state.
The provision of basic social amenities in rural communities remains its priority. It's another day for Governor Abdullahi Sule. He is holding a town hall meeting with critical stakeholders in Karo local government of the state. Here, leaders in the local government took turns to speak.
I want to thank you sincerely for upgrading and also introducing two vital faculties in the Nasarawa State University. The Faculty of Engineering at Gudi campus and the Faculty of Medicine. These faculties are about to take place. We cannot thank you enough. Our quota, inshallah, will be filled by our children. But we want to appeal that given the proximity of Karo to Kefi, perhaps a campus to study land administration and maybe finance will be sited in Karo as well.
Everybody here, that this is the first time we are having a governor in the state that we have been proud of. He has distinguished himself as a man of the people, willing to tackle the challenges of the state. Your Excellency, I can say clearly here that members of this state, members of this local government are very happy with you.
And like he clearly mentioned, we are also talking to a company concerning a rail line that will lead from Apo to go directly to Kefi. The whole idea is that if we can have that, it will give people the opportunity. So we can now build a very big parking space in Kefi. So people can drive all the way from Gudi to park their vehicles there and now move on the way to Abuja. People can drive from Lafia to park their vehicles and actually enter the train to come. And then the train, being fast train, can go back in the next few minutes and people can drive there. Nobody wants to go through a lot of these problems as long as you can do that. That's the whole idea. So if we can get that, that will be wonderful. Now, I have a gentleman, a brother who spoke about, and I think he told me about this Yakwa and Alejo theory long time ago. And I noticed him, and I picked him, and I knew I was the Alejo that was given the water. And I spoke with our dear chairman, and I said, Chairman, I'm the Alejo, I have gotten my own, please give Yakwa his one. And the chairman employed him. But you know, sometimes, in Kaba Alejo ruwa da yawa, Alejo sai mace. Abin da ya samu wannan Alejo ke. Amma duk da haka ba mu ki ba, we'll continue. Saboda gaskiya, saboda Allah, as far as this government is concerned, whoever has done one way or the other to support us, even those that do not support us, will have a responsibility on them. And that responsibility is not just about you, it's about us and the Almighty Allah. So when people ask me about representations at the various agencies that we have, let us have representation. I understand the representation of this ethnic group, that ethnic group, this ethnic group, and the rest of that. That one is a responsibility that we cannot play along with. And sometimes I find it funny when people say, do that because of 2023. Believe me, I am doing that because one day I will stand in front of the Almighty Allah to defend it. That is better than 2023 today.
Satisfied with his performance, the governor is endorsed for a second term in office by the Karo people.
The of local government councils in Nasarawa State is solely that of the administrators, that is the chairman of the local government. The governor does not in any way interfere with the management of local government councils in Nasarawa State. That includes the funds accruing to 13 local government councils in Nasarawa State. I have been one person that I speak on this loudly, any platform I find myself. But what happens in Nasarawa State is that the 13 local government play what is called a brotherly role. The money comes in from Abuja, is pulled into a pool. And we take what the law states that we should deduct. Once we deduct that, the first thing we do is to deduct what is due to civil servants in the 13 local government councils. Because I have heard so many people saying that the Karo gets its money directly from Abuja. It is not like that. Money gets to a pool and it is pooled together and then salaries are taken. It is also true, Your Excellency, that we still owe 2 months' salary and we owe 1 month 22%. But it is also true that these current administrators of the 13 local government inherited a local government that was paid percentage for over 1 year. This is to say that we have made efforts to make significant improvement in the payment of salaries and wages and pension, and it is these current administrators who improve on the payment of even pension.
Position now, and I'll ask my colleague in the House of Assembly from Karu to move a motion. And I will now ask my colleague from Ferishiwuke to second. Then I'll put the question before I hit the gavel for the day. The motion of move, as moved, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Now, on the when Obama was contesting for elections, he was a Democrat, and polling power was a Republican. But the first person that endorsed Obama was Colin Powell, who was a Republican endorsing a Democrat.
Karo local government is a gateway to the nation's capital, Abuja, and a commercial hub of Nasarawa State. Dr. Sule is taking advantage of this to construct a 4,000 mass housing estate in Karo Peninsula. This the governor is doing with Affinity Homes through a public-private partnership initiative. About 270 hectares of land was earmarked for the project, but the government has given approval to commence with 100 hectares of land.
This project was designed as a PPP to provide sustainable living, stimulate the economy of Nasarawa State, and contribute to addressing the housing deficit in Nigeria. Affinity Realty and partners keyed into the vision of His Excellency the Governor of Nasarawa State to deliver this project, the Peninsula Hills, through this model, the first of its kind. The Peninsula Hills is an integrated development consisting of about 4,000 homes, recreational facilities, commercial areas and schools, and in the most conducive and most serene atmosphere, yet affordable.
I want to thank Affinity for their commitment to develop this. When we look at this area, it was far more than this. But we said we will take just a piece of it and start with. Let us see the realities. Rather than taking the entire 200 plus hectares, let us start with 100 hectares so that we can develop all the plan as laid down by the developer. One thing that I would like to make clear so people will understand the essence of having the PPP. Nasarawa State is not the one that is going to spend 7 billion naira before the newspapers pick it tomorrow that we can pay salary and we are paying 7 billion naira for houses. This is actually going to be by the developer, but we are partners. We have provided the land, we We have provided the infrastructure, and that also is an equity of its own. So we have a major equity shareholding of this business, and that's why he mentioned that there is an SPV, which is a special purpose vehicle, where Nasarawa State is an owner. We could go the easiest way by taking certain amounts of money upfront. But looking at the business that has the capacity to have a turnover of multiple times to the amount of initial investment, we believe at the end of the day, Nasarawa State will gain more. So rather than taking any money right now, Nasarawa State is not taking a penny from the developer in order to do this. Rather, what we are doing is to say that whatever money that is there, let us invest it into the business. And that is the direction that we have chosen. So that at the end of the day, it may take 2 years, it may take 3 years, it may even take when we are no longer in office. But Nasarawa State will become the biggest beneficiary, and that is our interest. And that is the direction that we are going to go.
It's day 3 for Governor Sule and members of his entourage, and Kefi local government of the state is a rallying point. Leaders in the local government are at hand to receive the August visitor and ushered him into a town hall meeting. At the meeting, they took turns to salute the governor's inclusive style of leadership. A plea for more developmental projects is topmost on the agenda.
Somebody that is ready to accommodate everybody. Sir, we are not going to disappoint you. In Kefi local government, Kefi is your home. We have not disappointed you 2 years back, and we will not disappoint you again. Your Excellency, sir.
You take your victim as you find him or her. Saboda haka duk abin da aka faɗi kafin ta zo nan na kirki, Allah ya ba mu ikon ayanar. Amma sai magana ɗaya kawai ko biyu. Cikin abin da ɗana
The governor assures of his commitment to resolving the water scarcity in the local government. This would also be complemented with other basic social amenities that would better the lives of the people. The governor also inaugurated electrification projects in Akwanga Madugu and inspected the ongoing Kefi neighborhood market. In Kokono local government, Governor Sule flagged off the construction of Agoro-Basa Road. This road would provide access to some agrarian communities around the area.
I want to support the motion moved by the Right Deputy Speaker of the Nasarawa State House of Assembly that Engineer A.A. Sule should be given a second term of 2023.
In Akwanga local government, it is another round of endorsement for second term in office by leaders in the council. The leaders and locals gathered at town hall meeting. They are happy with the successes recorded by the governor, who is a son of the soil.
Your Excellency, Madam, people are happy to have you at this auspicious time. You have indeed proven to be a leader with capacity, a leader that is in touch with modern times. Your projects are modest. Your Excellency, sir, we have felt your impact in Madaland, ranging from renovations of schools. We've seen the rural road, the model road, which you flagged off yesterday. We've also seen the modern VIP lodge, the market. You've also found our sons and daughters ready to serve in the administration. We thank you for giving us a provost 40 years after this school was instituted. God bless you, Excellency.
I have worked with governors in this state, right from Abdullahi Sule period up to Abduallhi Sule's time. There has not been a governor that has been so purposeful in his strides to develop the state as you in this aspect. We have dared that since you are growing up, you had a vision that one day, given the opportunity, you want to transform Nasarawa State to be a small London. And slowly and steadily, you have been executing their vision.
Kun yarda da cewa AA Sule ya yi abin gani kun yarda domin buga hama.
The governor proceeded to flag up the construction of the Akwanga neighborhood market and remodeling of the VIP lounge.
Impressed with the large turnout of distinguished sons and daughters of the local government and the state, the business community, and indeed prominent sons and daughters at this very, very important event. This no doubt underscores the significance of this project, the socio-economic development of our local government and indeed the state. You recall that during the stakeholders meeting commemorating our first 100 days in office, we made a commitment to upgrade our markets for enhanced economic activities in the state. It is for this reason we commenced the development of the Akwanga Old Market into a neighborhood market so as to turn around the fortunes of the people. This is in line with our administration resolve to provide infrastructural development and other social facilities for the upliftment of our dear state. It is for this reason that this administration awarded the construction of the neighborhood market to Mrs. Canonic Associates at a total sum of 349,733,244 naira and 4 kobo. This market, when completed, will comprise of 52 log shops, 54 open market stalls, 26 warehouses, an admin block, public toilets, security post, refuse dump, security tower, a restaurant, and indeed a parking lot. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that this project will provide the needed enabling environment for the business activities to thrive for the benefit of our own society. This is so particularly considering that the neighborhood market will get rid of traders who are indiscriminately trading by the roadside. At this juncture, let me reiterate the commitment of this administration to continue to provide infrastructural development for the overall development of our state.
Governor Sule also flagged up the construction of 17-kilometer Gudi Maro Road in Akwanga local government.
It will be recalled that during my presentation of the 2021 budget to the State Assembly, I re-echoed our desire to sustain the provision of road infrastructure in the state, in line with our policy of bringing government closer to the people as well as open up the state to investors with a view to improving the economic well-being of our people. It is for this reason that we decided to award this 17-kilometer Gudi Moro Road to Mrs. Tiligato and Company Nigeria Limited at a total cost of 1,836,074,573 naira and 3 kobo that is added for the chairman in case it is. As you are aware, this area is richly endowed with vast arable land with huge potential suitable for agricultural development. It is with our belief that the project, when completed, will provide the needed environment for harnessing the agricultural endowment, not only for the benefits of the host communities here, but for the state and indeed for Nigeria.
These projects are targeted towards building the economy of the local government and by extension, the state. Just like it is in Akwanga, same can be said of Wamba local government. The Sisimbaki Ferrara Road is inaugurated by the governor. The road was constructed to give easy access to the Federal waterfalls, especially now that the federal government is taking over the projects.
For me to be here today to commission this road, which we envisage was going to open up the opportunities in these areas that was forgotten. This is an area that has great potentials, not only for agriculture, but also for tourism. In fact, one of the best waterfalls we have in Nigeria lies right here on this road. The idea about coming to have the opportunity to open this road or to build this road actually started after we discovered the potentials that exist in this area. And when we learned about the opportunity of Federal Ministry of Water Resources taking over the idea of the dam, which we have also in this area, that gave us the opportunity to say we must construct this road, because that's the only way we can be able to lobby the federal government to come and start carrying out that particular project. So during the process, in line with our transparency policy, we invited so many contractors, to bid. And one of the...
As a governor with foresight and vision, he proceeded to flag off the construction of a modern market in Nasarawa local government. This would boost economic activities in the local government.